Dear students, see in last lecture, see we have started lesson number 9, that is ray optics. We saw what is ray optics. It is based on the property that the light travel in a straight line. Okay, we talked about reflection of light, laws of reflection we have seen, and importantly, how to draw ray diagram. Now, as I told, once you know how to draw ray diagram, it will be very much easy for you to predict the answer in MCQ or numerical. It depend on the position of the object, at which position the image will be formed. Okay, now see, we have talked about two type of mirror, that is a concave mirror and a convex mirror. Okay, as I told earlier, convex mirror is a diverging mirror, concave mirror is a converging mirror. We become familiar with the terms associated with the mirror. Okay, now depending on the position, we have to see the at which position, depending on the position of the object, we'll see where the image is formed. So in MCQ or numerical, accordingly your answer should come. Now we start with the concave mirror. See, this table you studied in the 10th standard also, but for your reference, I am taking it again. Now we start with the concave mirror first. See, concave mirror, there will be 6 different positions. See, image, we have to see where the image will be formed, what will be the type of the position, type of the image, and we have to talk about size, that the image will be larger or smaller than the object. So for a concave mirror, there will be six different positions. See, let us say first one, see the object at infinity. Okay, now see, when the object is infinity, these are rays we consider to be parallel to the principal axis. When rays are coming from very large distance, here infinity is a very large distance, we can consider parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, they will meet at F. Okay, now see, the drawing of this diagram I leave on to you, so your answer should come accordingly. Okay, now see, the image will be real and inverted. Remember, real image always be inverted. What is inverted? See, the object is like this, AB. Image will be like this, that is inverted. And virtual image is erect, or sometimes they call vertical also. Okay, so suppose in a virtual image, see, AB is the object, image also will be of the same type, that is a vertical. Okay, so when the object is at infinity, image will be real and inverted, and it will be highly diminished, means very small. See, that we'll try to see in one of the numerical that will come across. Second, object beyond C. Okay, when the object is beyond C, the image is formed between F and C. Okay, it is real and inverted. Image will be smaller than now. This is the second position. See the third position, object at C. Okay, this also will see in numerical. When object is at C, image also at C. It is real and inverted. Okay, and the size will be same size of the object. See, one thing we have to keep in mind, that as the object moves toward the mirror, image will be moving away from the mirror. See the fourth position, object between F and C. Okay, then image will be beyond C. See, it will be real and inverted. Image will be larger than object. Okay, so this way to keep in mind when we want enlarge image by using a concave mirror. See, we have to place object between F and C. Fifth, object at F. Okay, then image will be at infinity. Okay, see, this will be reciprocal of this. When object at infinite, image is at F. When object is at F, image will be at infinite. Here also it will be reciprocal of object is beyond C. Okay, image is between F and C. Here object is between F and C, the image will be beyond C. Okay, see, this you will observe while making practicals in the laboratory also. Your calculation will come like this only. Okay, see the fifth case, object is at infinite, object at F, image will be at infinite, real and inverted. Okay, see the type of the size will be not definite. Why? Because image will fall on the, image will be formed where the rays will meet at a larger distance. Okay, these are the 5 cases in which real and inverted images form. See the last case. Okay, see the when object is between pole E and focus F. See the image will be on the same side. Okay, here it will be behind the mirror. Okay, it will be virtual and erect. And larger than okay. So what we see, there are 2 conditions in which larger image is obtained. But remember, in one condition the image is real inverted, and secondly the image is virtual and erect. Okay, now see in this different condition is used, let us say for solar cooker. Okay, we used to concentrate the sun rays. Okay, so we place our box in such a way, or it is designed in such a way the rays coming from very large distance, say they will be concentrated at F. So where your bowl or object is, food is kept, so because of the sun rays will be concentrated there, see it will get heated. Okay, so this is about the concave mirror, 6 different positions. Okay, and how do the images form, where either it is a real and inverted or virtual and erect. So this is for the concave mirror. Now see for convex mirror, okay, there are only 2 different positions. Okay, that also we should discuss. So it will be helpful to you. Okay, now as I told, concave mirror is a diverging mirror. Here only 2 different positions. Let us say first, object is at infinity. Okay, now see here, this surface is a reflecting surface. Now here we assume that object is an infinite. Okay, now the rays coming infinite we consider paraxial rays, that is parallel to the principal axis. Okay, but see the concave mirror is a diverging mirror, so the rays falling will be diverging like this, but we extrapolate it or we produce it. Okay, so when these rays are extrapolated or when we produce it, they meet at F. So here, see the image will be virtual. Actually, see what we have seen here, rays are not meeting, but we have produced them to meet at F. So image is virtual. See the virtual image is always erect, and see the smaller. Here also it will be a point like image. Okay, so the first condition for the concave mirror, when the object is at infinite, the image form is virtual, erect and point like. Now second condition, any other distance, any distance other than infinity. Okay, any distance we can take. Okay, now let us say AB is the object. We have to see how do the images form. Now, see in the last lecture we discussed how to draw ray diagram. So, out of that three condition we discussed, we are taking any one, any two of this. So, we can determine how the image is formed. Now, see the first ray parallel to the principal axis. See, it is a diverging mirror, so it will be diverged like this. But if I produce it or if I extrapolate it, see it will pass through F. Now, and secondly, we use the reversibility. See, his rays is coming like this, second ray, and as I told, it is incident on the mirror. We assume that it was to meet at C, but see by property of reversibility, see here it is incident. Now after reflection, it has moved back on the same path. So what we can see here, see two rays, when extrapolated, they meet here. That is A dash B dash. Okay, that is the image form. So what we can see here, see that actually the rays were not meeting, but we extrapolated or we produce it back, so as we can imagine that image is formed here. So this A dash B dash is the image. See what we can see, AB is the object, A dash B dash is image. See the image is virtual, erect and smaller than. Okay, so concave mirror we have to consider only these two cases. Okay, any condition given, this will be, that will be out of these two possibilities, so that we have to keep in mind. Now this is how the image is formed by a concave mirror and a convex mirror when the object is placed at different position in front of the mirror. Now next we have to derive the relation between focal length and radius of curvature. See, this can be asked in a 2-mark question. Relation between focal length and arc of, okay, curved arc. Okay, now see here this relation we are deriving by taking the help of a concave mirror. Okay, now this is a concave mirror. Let us say . first ray is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through F. Now, see, now this is a normal that we have assumed. Okay, curved mirror we assume like this. Let us say this is angle with the normal, that is angle of incidence. Okay, now and this is the angle of reflection. Why? Because see, the as a rule for a reflection, see, angle of incidence and angle of reflection is same. Okay, now see, second ray we can consider like this, okay, which is passes through the, when it passes through the F, or it is a paraxial ray, passes through M. Let us say this is M. Okay, now we have to use the laws of reflection here. Okay, now what we can see here, these two are parallel lines and this is a transversal. So we know the alternate angles, parallel lines, and this is a transversal, so this angle will be theta. Now in triangle FMP, okay, this angle FMP will be exterior angle, that is the sum of the remote interior angle theta and theta. So this angle will be theta. Okay, now see, here we drop a perpendicular D. We assume that FD and FP are same. Okay, FD and FP are same. Now here we have to derive the relation between radius of curvature and focal length. Now see, consider triangle CMP. Okay, tan theta. Okay, opposite, that is MP upon CP. Okay, we also see that CD and CP are same. Okay, now CP is nothing but R, that is a radius of curvature. Okay, okay, now when theta is small, tan theta is approximately theta. Let us say this is relation number 1. Now see, second triangle we consider, see, first we consider triangle CMP, now we consider triangle FMP. Now see, in triangle FMP, see, tan 2 theta, okay, that will be opposite. See, we have to consider MD or MP, okay, so it will be MP upon FP. Okay, now MP, see, our FP is focal length F, okay, will be F. Okay, now we can write here CP is equal to R and FP is equal to F. See, again here also, when theta is small, tan 2 theta, we can take approximately as 2 theta. 2 theta is MP upon F, that gives theta is MP upon 2. Let us say this is equation number 2. Now let us see again. See, first we have considered triangle CMP. Okay, so tan theta is MP upon CP. CP is nothing but radius of curvature. See, when theta is small, tan theta is theta, so theta will be MP by R. Secondly, we have considered triangle FMP, okay, where tan 2 theta will be again MP upon FP. FP also is a focal length. When theta is small, we can consider tan 2 theta as 2 theta. So 2 theta will be MP by F, theta will be MP by 2. Now see, if I compare equation 1 and 2. Okay, equation 1 is MP by R. Here is MP by 2. 1 upon r is 1 upon 2f. If I take reciprocal, r is equal to 2f or f is equal to r by 2. Okay, so the focal length of a concave mirror or a convex mirror, that is a spherical mirror, is half of the radius of curvature. So this is about the relation between focal length and radius of curvature. Now next is a very important question. See, we have to derive the mirror formula. Okay, now in the 10th standard also I think you have derived. Okay, see, different book there are different methods, but basically we'll follow the textbook. Okay, so that will be easy for us to remember. Now see the mirror formula. This can be asked in a 2 marks question or a 3 marks question. Okay, we will follow the Cartesian coordinate system. Let us say AB is the object, incident at M. Okay, now first ray parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through. Okay, and see, the ray is incident at angle theta here. This is incident ray. Reflected ray also will make the same angle. Okay, this is where the two rays meet. Okay, let us say this is AB is the object, A dash B dash, okay, is the image. Now to derive this relation, mirror formula, that is a relation between object distance, that is u, image distance, that is v, and f is the focal length. Object distance, image distance, and focal length. Okay, now we see, actually this is a curved path. Okay, but we take some assumption. Then this is also a straight line, and these are, we can say, the opposite side. See, if I consider this as a straight line, this will be a rectangle. So we assume that AB is equal to MP. Okay, that is a very useful relation. Now, see, we prove the mirror formula by taking the property of a triangle, that is a similar triangles. So what I consider this first triangle. Okay, see, MPF and triangle A dash B dash F. Okay, triangle MPF okay are similar triangles. See, with condition AA corollary. See, that you studied earlier. Now see, this angle is 90 degree. This angle is also 90 degree, and these two are vertically opposite angles. Okay, so by AA condition of similarity of triangles, see, triangle FMP and triangle A dash B dash F are similar. Okay, now we know that, see, the triangles are similar. See, the sides are in proportion or in the ratio. So in that case, we can say MP upon A dash B dash. Okay, MP upon A dash B dash is FP upon FB dash. Okay, now MP is equal to AB, that we have seen just now. So we can write AB upon A dash B dash is equal to FP upon FB dash. Let us say this is equation number 1. Okay, so triangle FMP and triangle A dash B dash F are similar triangles. See, the triangles are similar. See, the sides are in ratio. So we can say MP upon A dash B dash is FP or PF upon FB dash. Also AB is equal to MP. So this MP I have substituted by AB. Now this was the first condition we have used. Now another similarity we have to consider, see triangle ABP and A dash B dash P. See, so now I do not use, so that's why I have removed this. Okay, now okay, now see our triangle ABP, okay, and A dash B dash P by the same condition. See, this angle is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this angle theta and theta are same. So triangle ABP and triangle A dash B dash P are similar triangles. Okay, so if the triangles are similar, we can take again sides are in ratio. So we can say AB upon A dash B dash is equal to PB upon okay. So triangle ABP and A dash B dash P are similar triangles. So again, when the triangles are similar, sides are in ratio. So we are taking AB upon A dash B dash is PB upon PB dash. Okay. Now see, if I compare this equation, see left hand side is equal. Okay. So if I compare equation 1 and 2, okay, that is FP FB dash equal to PB dash upon PB upon PB dash. Okay, see AB upon A dash B dash, here we can see it is FP upon FB dash upon PB upon PB dash. Okay, now see our conventions. See, FP is a focal length minus F by convention. Now PB is a object distance, PB dash is image distance. See, we need to obtain FB dash. Now see, this is a straight line, they are collinear points. So we can say V dash plus FP is equal to B dash P. Okay. Now B dash F or FB dash we have to find out. FP is focal length minus F. Okay. And B dash P is an image distance, that is minus V. Okay. So FB dash will turn out to be minus V plus F. Okay, now we have got all four terms. FP is minus F, FB dash we have obtained. Okay, PB dash is image distance and PB is the object distance. Now we have to substitute. Okay, now we have to substitute. FP is minus F, FB dash we have obtained minus V plus F. Okay, PB is minus U and PB dash is minus V. So what we can see this negative sign is cancelled. Okay, this negative sign is cancelled. Now we can write minus F upon minus V plus F is equal to U upon V. Okay, now we have to simplify. V into minus F, U into minus V plus F. Minus FV minus UV plus UF. Okay. Now this negative term I take on the right hand side, so it will become plus, and this minus UV if I take on the left hand side, that also will be plus. So UV is equal to FV plus FV. Okay. Now see, I divide all the terms by UVF. UV upon UVF, FV upon UVF plus UF upon UVF. Okay, see here U and V will get cancelled. Here F and V will get cancelled. U and F is get cancelled. So what is remaining? 1 upon F is 1 upon U plus 1 upon F. Okay, see this is a mirror formula or Gaussian formula for the mirror. Okay, now this is very interesting. Okay, so that gives the relation between focal length F, object distance U, and the image distance V of a concave mirror. Now, today we have discussed about how the image is formed for a concave mirror and how the image is formed for a convex mirror. See, we have derived the relation between focal length and the radius of curvature. See, the focal length is half of the radius of curvature, and see the mirror formula, that is 1 upon F is 1 upon U plus 1 upon. See, next time we will go for the magnification also, and we'll proceed further. Thank you.